Hi everybody, just wanted to do a quick video to let you know what I've sold in the month of March. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tammy and I run an online business, Tammy Leafs Clothing and More. I am now a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Grailed. I do flea markets during the summer when it's not too cold, not too hot, and this is a recording to follow my journey, so if you like what you see, please don't hesitate to comment below and let me know. Hit subscribe and that little bell to let you know when I got new content up. But today I wanted to do a quick update on everything I've sold in the month of March. I noticed my list is kind of growing and I don't want to have a really long video of showing everything what's sold. So maybe I can try to do this weekly to show you everything that sold that week and where I sourced it from. I'll also let you know how many days it took to sell. So I'm fixing to show you that now, and if you like this content, please let me know. So this is so far in the month of March. It is now March 13th, and so far I've sold about 20 items, minusing those two spaces, so it comes up to about 20 items. So let's start off with the Wild Fab jean cut shorts. I sold those on eBay for $15. Pretty good looking shorts too. And next was the Capu. Well, actually, I can just pop all through these. The Capu diaper bag, I sold it for $27.19. Let me see if it's telling me what date I sold it on. It is not, but I'll show you that on the other screen. Next was this tiger shirt. A Gen 2 Northwestern Wildcats. That's what it was. I ran a sale on it, 20% off. It sold for $15.99. This 89th and Madison had a 20% off sale, sold it for $23.99. This Troxel Spirit Aquarian riding helmet. And this is funny because when I bought this at the flea market, I thought it was a bicycle helmet. But turns out it is a horse riding helmet after doing the research on it. But it was a real clean condition, and I only picked it up for $3. Ran it on a sale and sold it for $19.99. This was a Lily Pulsel dress. This is before I started working on my photographing, so it kind of looks rough. I was planning on retaking the photos, but the dress was really cute, and I made sure I put in the thing right here on the back of the dress is where it's been taken in. And so I made sure I let them know that it was taken in at one point. And it had some pearl beading on it. I thought it was real cute. Sold it for $29.99. And then I went to a Goodwill and I saw a bag of clubs for $5, and it had a bunch of clubs in it. So I was like, you know what? Let me Google some of these up, and Wishing was a good club. And I had several Wishings in there, and so I went ahead and got the bag for $5, and they were having trouble at the registers and everything, and the lady ended up forgetting to ring up that bag of clubs, and we both realized it when it was too late, and she says, you know what, just take it. So I ended up with a bag of clubs for $0, put it on a 40% off sale, sold that one for $17.99. This was the same buyer. He bought this one for $17.99. And same buyer, he bought this one for $17.99. Each one of them had $11.61 shipping. I was just kind of calculating the shipping. I wasn't sure how much it was going to be, but it totaled out to be only about $8 to ship all three of them, and so I refunded the buyer a lot of that shipping. I took out the fees and everything, refunded him like $19.40, and he was tickled pink on that. Because I don't want to really overcharge shipping. I don't like that. All I want to do is charge shipping and maybe just a hair a little bit more to help cover fees. So he was tickled pink on that one. Alright, let's go back over here. And that was all on eBay, which so far I've sold about 9 items. And Grailed, I sold 1 item on Grailed. That really cute Ralph Lauren shirt, it went to Australia. It's still in transit. It hasn't made it there yet. This kind of looks, that picture looks rough, but it was just my lighting. It was in mint condition. Gorgeous shirt. Felt new, but I can't, I won't advertise something new unless it's actually got the tags on it. And, and by the way, this is why I like setting up my inventory like this, because all I have to do is click the link. So now let's check out Poshmark and Mercari. They're trying to catch up with eBay right now. I've sold 6 items on Poshmark so far this month and 5 items on Mercari. So let's dive over here. This one I hated selling. I loved that hat. But like I said before, I'm not a hat person. But I just thought that hat was just adorable. Probably would have worked when I get back out into my gardening. And it was a nice clean hat. Picked it up for about $2 at the Goodwill. And sold it for $20. And let's just stick with Poshmark at the moment. This came in a box from Ray. This JGL jacket, nice clean condition, sold it for $25. Somebody had offered me $8 a while back, and I'm like, yeah, right. I counter offered it $20. They didn't take it, but another person came along and took it. It's clean condition, nothing was wrong with it, a little on the wrinkly side. I tried my best to steam it to unwrinkle it, but I'm still learning how to do all that stuff properly. But $25, I made about a $20 profit because Poshmark takes usually around $4 to $5. And next on our list is this Terra Blue. Trying to remember where I got that. I think that was at one of those church sales. I bought a whole bunch of clothes. It was either there or at the Goodwill. This was before Ray stocked me up. But that was a really cute shirt. And yeah, this is back, before I had my photo station, before I could figure out how to crop photos. Really crappy pictures. That's probably why it took so long to sell. Because it took 57 days to sell. Over here is how many days it took everything to sell. And so far, this one, I don't know why it's being all wonky. Because I listed it on 220, sold it on 3.7, but it's showing me a 1-15. And I did the codes right. Codes are identical to everything else, so it's just wanting to be difficult. And, alright, let's move on. This was it's a fishing shirt. It took me a minute to figure it out. But it had a few little tiny hook where the hook had gotten attached to the shirt. And I made sure I pointed that stuff out. It had airflow. It's really nice condition. But I did let them know. It had a spot on the front pocket, about 3 to 5 light snags. Where's my front pocket? This doesn't zoom up. But I always make sure I point out, and I also let them all know I'm a pet-friendly home. I do my best to keep the animals away from the merchandise because trying to clean dog hair and cat hair off of stuff is not fun. So I do my best, but you know, you never know if there's one on me that I didn't catch. But I do examine before I put it in the package. But I'm a human, I can make a mistake. And then this sold yesterday. This Ralph Lauren multicolored plaid. Really good condition. This one felt like it, you know, just had a little bit of use to it. Or use to it, but it's still a, you know, a pretty shirt. No one sold it for $15. And last on Poshmark. Okay, maybe I already did that one. I did. Oh, and the reason I have the yellow here is if I've sold it, need to get it bagged, I kind of highlight the yellow for those days' sales. That way all I got to do is go through, grab their SKU numbers, and double check the weight, make sure everything's correct. But over here, these are the days that it took everything to sell. Some of them, you know, sat for a good minute. Some of them didn't really sit that long. But I think the ones that really sat for a minute is because I'm new, and so, you know, it takes a little while for people to trust new people. Alright, let's go over here to Mercari. I sold this Logistic Harmony 880 Universal Remote. Sold it for $29. And it only took 6 days to sell. So, me, that's a BOLO, if you see those nice remotes. Next on our list is this Kato shirt. I was so going to keep this shirt because I liked it. Problem was, little snug. So, I let it go for $10. Was advertising it for $13. They offered me $10. I took it. Next on our list is these cute little boat shoes. I picked these up at the Goodwill, I believe. They were like $1.99 or $1. I'm experimenting on, you know, picking up shoes, and I love baby shoes. But these were in really good condition, except for that one little spot. Alright. That one little spot right here, and with it being suede, you know, I don't want to, with me being so new, I didn't want to take a chance of trying to clean that up. But I made sure it was right there in the photo. But clean condition on the inside. You know, could almost say new without tags. That's how clean they were. And the bottoms were so sweet, but they were used. Or maybe they were new and the kid outgrew them and they tossed them. But I let those go at $11. Still made a pretty good profit there. Next was this Ralph Lauren silk linen shirt. You know, really good condition. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there was anything wrong with this shirt. Right now I do have a few shirts that, you know, I have issues with it. I do plan to take those down and put them at the flea market. But for just having items on my store, I kind of want to get more items. I'm really not, you know, if I gather up a bunch of clothes and I come home and I find there's issues wrong with it that I can't deal with it, I'm not going to turn around and take them back to the Goodwill. I'm just going to take them down to the flea market, slap a buck or two on it. There's people that'll take it. And I do, like I said, I like flea marketing. That's what I've done for years. And then these did not last long. I mean, no, I think they sold the same day I posted them. So people are really into these booty shorts. Had them listed at $15. They gave me an offer. I took it at $12. Let's see. Yeah, it took 0 days to sell those. I listed them on 3.9 and they sold on 3.9. So, I guess that's me getting to say, hey, there's a BOLO. if you find these shorty shorts, because I think this is the second or third pair of these I've sold. And these were a size 10. But make sure, well, it's American Eagle. But I guess make sure it says high-rise shorty. I still have one other pair I've got up, but they're not, you know, the really super high. I cannot wear shorts like that. Some women can rock it, though. These were actually my daughter's, and she's like, Mom, I gained weight. Here you go. Well, I hope she don't want them back, because they're gone. And let's see, we've already done eBay. So far, I have caught up. I showed you Grail, didn't I? Let's just go ahead and peek again. Yep, I showed you Grailed. That's a good looking shirt. But so far, the month of March, that's where I'm at. I got to looking at how many I've sold so far, which is, you know, a total of 20 items, minusing those 2 spaces I have up top. And I got to look and I was like, you know what, I don't want another video on YouTube that's almost an hour long, so let me just go ahead and do a quick what's sold. Here it is, March 13th, 2020, and so yep, and this is how many days they all took to sell, so you know, you can kind of get an idea of what's hot, what's not, but just remember, it could be hot, but I'm not. I'm still a baby. I've only been doing this since January. My very first item sold on January 11th. And then I sold on the 17th, couple or 3 items on the 20th, the 22nd, the 24th, the 24th, 29th. So actually, yeah, I kind of did pretty good. And that was part-time, piddling at it. But that was also, you know, stuff out of my closet, collectibles, and, you know, a few of those. But there you go, and that's how I keep up with what I sold and all that fun stuff. And that's the inventory system that I've implemented for myself. I've kind of taken a little ideas from here and there. I started out by just putting little tags on the bags with a clip so I could reuse it, and that was just too much trouble for me. I didn't want to have to keep up with all those little tags. So now I just kind of print out a number list, and I just keep going down the list. As I add more content to the bin, I'll take the next number off that list. Figure I'll go up to like $9.99 and then start over. I should already have the other stuff sold. But if it sits around for a while, I'm not going to keep hanging on to it 2 or 3 years. I'll just take it down to the flea market and let it go. But I hope you like this content. Hit subscribe, hit that little bell, and I'm going to do my best to do this weekly. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.